Now time for our regularly scheduled Wednesday visit.
Can't you pop for a hotel room for these kids so they don't have to come back and go back up tomorrow?
We don't have that kind of budget.
No budget.
I prefer that you keep those ideas to yourself. Chris Ello, everybody. You can follow him on Twitter at Chris Ello SD. Chris Ello SD. Rocky Long sending a 12-pack of Ballast Point beer to every coach that attended the media day in Las Vegas. Your Aztecs, preseason Mountain West Conference champions, #1 for the third straight year, unanimous selection for the second straight year. Your thoughts, please.
Well, #1, they should be. They've won it 2 years in a row, and they've won their division 3 years in a row. But #2, it doesn't matter. And this is the unfair thing about San Diego State football and the college football world in which we live in. The Aztec season, and Rocky Long knows this, he's not going to say it, but it comes down to 2 games in September, the games against Arizona State and Stanford. The Aztecs have to win those 2 games against Pac-12 schools and win them, I don't want to say blow them out, but at least impressive enough to get attention in order to get attention, because winning the Mountain West Conference hasn't gotten them anywhere.
Here's Rocky Long on Tuesday.
If I'm for as many bowl games as they want to put out there, and as long as a team qualifies, I think it's a great experience for any team. I think it's a reward for the team because they've put a lot of hard work in, and it's also a reward for your fans. And obviously you get a little pat on the back because of that. I think we're coming to a point that they might expand here when the TV contracts come up. They might expand the playoff system. That might give us some access, which I'm for too. But I hope it's not in the process of eliminating bowl opportunities.
I hope they expand it while he's still coaching. I mean, it's going to be a long time before those TV contracts are up. That's the problem.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. While we're talking football, the CTE study from Boston University
How about that?
paints this overwhelming percentage of NFL guys who played for a long period of time have some degree of brain trauma.
91%?
Is that possible?
I guess it's possible. I mean, but it's a high number. But there's no question that if I'm a parent, I got to be thinking twice now. I do about sending my kid out to play football. I mean, it's dangerous now.
Are CTE studies like climate change studies where you can find one professor to say one thing and another professor to say another?
Have you heard another professor talk about football players playing without any kind of injury?
No, but I've seen studies saying that high school kids don't experience the brain trauma.
High school kids aren't getting any head trauma? I mean, come on, you're out there on Friday nights.
You know what? John Carroll's going to be sitting in that chair tomorrow. He has several studies he'd like to share with us.
Scary.
So make sure you tune in tomorrow, and I will answer that question more thoroughly. Chargers. Brandon was driving by the new training facility.
Yeah.
RG3, how bad is he playing football these days that the Chargers say no to him and sign Cardale Jones today?
Cardale Jones won a national championship for Ohio State, so he's ahead of RG3 in that regard. I don't mind not going with RG3, and here's why. He's a circus. Anything, the attention, the confusion that surrounds him, and he would be your #3 quarterback. You don't need a circus on your #3 quarterback, so get somebody else.
You were there Saturday when Arrowgate got smoked in a 5-horse race. First of all, how surprised were you, and what the heck happened?
He beat 1 horse.
Yeah.
No, I joked with you earlier that Bob Baffert just picked the wrong horse out of the stall and brought him out onto the track that day. Look, it's a horse race. They're not machines, and Arrowgate did not feel like running the other day. My props to Baffert and Mike Smith, the jockey, who just said, we got whooped. And we're going to come back and run in the Pacific Classic and try it again.
Probably win.
I like that.
USA plays Jamaica in the Gold Cup tonight. Big deal or?
Is it at Soccer City?
It's at Levi's Stadium. Is it? Oh. Do you put much stock in a Gold Cup title?
I don't personally, but I know the soccer fans do. So.
Well, you bring up Soccer City.
Yeah.
Is the MLS going to grant the delay in their decision? Should they grant the delay in their decision to see if the voters here support a plan to build a stadium?
Hey, MLS, listen up. They're never going to let them build Soccer City here in San Diego. It's a bad idea. So if you're the MLS, don't wait around for it.
And there's other geographical reasons for not having a team. And I hate to be against something that everyone sees. Some people want to.
What do you mean everyone's for?
Well, there is a geographical looking at the way their league is.
Some soccer fans that are going to write me a mean email or something that want Soccer City, but there's not enough of them.
Get in line. Get in line for those.
Not enough.
AJ Preller put up the for sale sign. and sent a contingent, like a fourth of his entire pitching staff to Kansas City, begging the question, who goes next?
Well, I think Jhoulys Chacin would be next to go. He'd be the one that I would want because he's a veteran and he's actually pitched pretty well this season. He's been a bit of a revelation. I know the Padre fans all want to trade Brad Hand. Padre fans, you're silly. I mean, he's an all-star. It's hard to get an all-star. So to me, keep Brad Hand and build your team with Brad Hand. So I hope they don't trade Brad Hand. I'll be very upset if they do that. Jhoulys Chacin, who pitches tonight against the Mets, if he pitches well tonight, could be his last outing.
And I just want to reiterate, programming note at tomorrow at 5:45, John Carroll, the former Oceanside and current PPR, will be in studio. He'll be able to cite the studies that I whiffed on when you asked me, are there studies that support?
Well, he'll know.
Yeah. His name is Ello. My name is Rudy. We're done.